Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm so glad you joined us today. My name is my name is Andrea Scott, and I am the founder and CEO of ABC Educational Services. Now, those of you who've been joining us for these past 30 days, celebrate yourself. We're at day 30. You made it through your 30 days of motivating action. Now, remember, these actions that you've done throughout these last 30 days should impact the rest of your year. Let me say that again. It should impact the rest of your year and even beyond. So know that even though these 30 days, I know that you did amazing things these last 30 days, but know that you're not done yet. Keep going. The whole purpose of this challenge, and I'm so thankful for all of you who joined me in this challenge. So know that everything we were talking about, I was applying myself. So I was right there with you in the trenches, working through and working out those 30 days, just as you were. So be encouraged. Know that the whole purpose of this challenge was to encourage you to stay motivated and to get going, and to know that even though because we started in June, we were at that 6-month point, that you still have plenty of time for the rest of the year to accomplish everything you set and you plan for. So I want you to be encouraged. Don't be discouraged. If you set out to do some things these last 30 days and you weren't able to get to it, know that you still have time. There's still time left in the year to do that. So don't be discouraged. Continue to apply these same principles, these same keys and strategies to your action plans, to the plan that you have set out for this year. Remember, make sure that you're centering everything around your personal vision and mission statement. That's so key, because we want to have actions. We want to do actions and set goals that are attainable to what our focus and our target is for our lives. So know that it goes just beyond a checklist. This is your purpose-filled plan that you're setting to accomplish, that you're setting to see happen. So I just wanted to encourage you a little bit. Know that, as I said, we're at day 30. So celebrate yourself. Today, I wanted to focus a little bit on what happens. You've been working hard. I know that you've been digging and diligently looking and making those adjustments that were necessary to your plan, and just really taking in consideration of what do I need to do to have positive forward movement. So now that you spent that time, you're working diligently on that, I wanted us to focus on what that means after you've done the work, you've done hard work. What does that mean? That means today is day 30, and it's time to reflect, it's time to refresh, and it's time to rest. Listen, that's so important. So important to take time out, and I know we've talked about it before. Just taking that time out to refresh, that self-care, being intentional about your self-care, but even going beyond just self-care, but making those benchmarks, making those marks where you know, oh, I need to rest. Because when you go and you go and you go and you don't have an opportunity to just take, or this is what I call it a little brain break. When you take that brain break, listen, I'm telling you, you come back and you're so refreshed and rejuvenated. A lot of times when we don't take that time for our brain to rest, things become cluttered, and then we're not able to hear where our next direction is going or where we need to go next. So I wanted to just just kind of close out this 30-day challenge. Now listen, know that although these 30 days are over, doesn't mean you have to stop. I want you to keep going, keep applying these principles and these strategies and these tools that we've talked about throughout these last 30 days. Feel free to go to our YouTube channel, ABC Educational Services, and you can see in-depth information. I wanted just to kind of do like a brief recap, just as a reminder, but know that we have different platforms where you can go on and view in its entirety. And always, I am available. If you need further assistance, please feel free to reach out to me. Andrea C. Scott, 720-427-8901, or you can email me at abceducationservices@gmail.com, and there's definitely different platforms where you can also inbox me. So please know that we're here to continue to walk alongside you. Even though the challenge is over, I still encourage you to keep going, keep that momentum, keep pulling on your support systems. And we're going to talk a little more about that. Let me put my glasses on so I can see what's going on here. So I just wanted to give you this encouragement to know that it's definitely healthy and very productive. I know you're like, what? It's very healthy and productive when you take that time to rest and self-reflect. Know that time of self-reflection as you're resting will help you see things you may not have seen before, will help you see maybe barriers that you didn't even know was even in existence. But know that you are a barrier buster. So even when you're self-reflecting and you're identifying any barriers that you still see in your plan, know you are a barrier buster. You have all the resources necessary to complete this plan, to walk it out. Make sure you're pulling on your support system. Feel free to contact us at any time. But that self-reflection is just a healthy way to monitor your progress. You know, where am I? What have I done? What's working? What can I do better, or what can I do differently? So we talked a little bit about that during the gathering process, you know, on when you should abandon or make those adjustments. And if you're not familiar with the gathering process, as I said, please feel free to look on our YouTube channel. And we did a whole series last year on the gathering process. But it's very important to assess where you are and where you'd like to be. A lot of times when we abandon things, we completely do away with something that was working. We just need a different approach. So even when you're assessing and saying, I need to do this differently, we don't want to abandon the action plan. We need to adjust the approach. Look for a different way to approach it and see what happens. So that's what's happening when you're doing that time of self-reflection and you're refreshing and you're resting. That gives you time to just open your mind and just be at rest. Okay, and that rest point is still forward movement. Let me say that again. When you're resting and doing that self-reflection, that's forward movement, because you're actually purposefully taking that action to rest and reflect and refresh is an important component in your action plan. Because as you're going forth and you're using that fuel, you have to have those rest stops where you get fueled back up. Okay, so I'm just wanting to really emphasize that importance of taking that time, because it is a very important part of your action plan. And it's still forward movement when you rest and when you reflect and when you refresh, because you're still in doing but it's a different mode. This is a mode of refueling. This is a mode of rejuvenating. This is a mode of review. So it's still an action that's very important for you to take as you continue to work forward, accomplishing that goal that you set for this year. Okay, so I wanted to share just some things with you today. As you know, I encourage you to just be in that mode of rest and reflection and refresh. Please don't forget the acronym that we're setting out. Every time you see, when you see me post or when you hear me talking about you'll be amazed, know that this acronym, if you apply this acronym to your strategies, to your plan, I'm telling you, you'll see so many results. So I wanted to go over this with you again, just so you can just kind of set it in your mind, set it in your thoughts. Know like, wow, this really works. Okay, so I wanted to go over, and the acronym is AMAZED. So the first A is activate or actuate your vision. So it'll come a reality. So you're looking on those ways on how you activate your vision. And as I said before, making sure that it's centered around your personal vision and mission statement. So looking for those avenues to activate and actuate your vision. Maintain, continue to apply strategies that you have learned that work for you. So you're maintaining that momentum. You're looking to use, how do I apply what I know already works for me? So before you look for new information, see what you already know that's working. And remember, consistency is key. A lot of times when we're maintaining and we're trying to keep our momentum, look at those areas and where you are no longer consistent. And that'll help you see, oh, I need to reset and continue and get back to becoming more consistent in those things that I know works for me, and apply them in a consistent basis, and you'll see so many results, positive results. Okay, and the next one is A, take action, and we're going to talk a little more about take action in a little bit. Z, be zealous, keep your zeal, keep your energy, stay energetic. If you're not excited about what you're doing, no one else is going to be excited for you. So you first you got to fuel that fire for yourself. And I'm telling you, as you fuel that fire for yourself, and you're zealous about your action plan, you're zealous about your goal, you're zealous about that project that you're working on, I'm telling you, you will attract everything that you need to make sure that it comes to pass. Let me say that again. When you become zealous, when you become energetic about those things that you know you're working on, you will attract everything you need to make sure that it's accomplished. So I just want to encourage you to keep that energy. Pull on your support system if you feel like your energy's getting low. Look back. Take that time. Sometimes when you feel like you're losing your zeal, that's an indicator to let you know, I need a time of rest and reflection and refreshing. So know that it's very important to be intentional and to plan those times. Sometimes we may not know when we think we might need to rest or reflect and refresh. But when those moments come, listen to the signs. Listen to the signs that your body's telling you. Listen to your signs that your mind is telling you. And that'll help do away with the negative thoughts and the negativity. And to remember, what you're doing matters. What that project, what that plan, your action plan matters. Telling you, people are waiting to see your action plan come to pass because you have the solution for someone else. So know that what you are doing, it matters. Okay, and the next one is educate yourself. So make sure that you're surrounding yourself I'm telling you, knowledge is all around you. You can pull from various areas. Even your experiences help educate you, to help you understand what you need to do to move forward in your plan, in your goals that you have. Pull on those resources. Continually look for ways that you can improve or be better. Be that lifelong learner. Be that person who's continually seeking for that knowledge, for that information. Knowledge is power. I know we hear that so many times, but knowledge truly is power. And that knowledge will help empower you to help see how you can apply those things that you already know and have things, I'm telling you, working like a well-cogged machine. So continue to try to educate yourself. And the last one is don't give up. Now remember, these are the acronyms for AMAZED. And we're going to be talking about AMAZED for the next several months, how you can apply these acronyms to better help empower you, to better help equip you, to better help educate you for the success that you're desiring. Not only let it be a desire, but that you'll see it. When you start seeing it happen, that's that encouragement that you know that you'll need, that helps set you to that next level of success and encouragement. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you so you can kind of get that. So when you hear it or you see it on any of the platforms, or you hear us talking about being amazed, that's what we're talking about. That's what that key acronym is for you to be amazed. And you will be amazed when you see what happens when you apply these strategies, when you apply these principles. And we'll be talking about it, as I said, for the next several months. We'll continue to be talking about this. This challenge was just to help launch you, to help encourage you to know that wherever you are, you still have time to work your plan. So don't dismiss your plan. Don't put it back under the shelf. Take it off, dust it off, and know that you can do this. And also remember to plan, prioritize, and produce. When you plan and prioritize your plan, you will see positive results. You'll produce positive results that will lead to more positive results. That'll lead to you thinking your unlimited results, unlimited things that you know that you can do. So continue to plan and prioritize. Make sure that you're centering your plan around that personal vision and mission statement. If you have not already, please review that as you're taking this time to rest, because you've been working hard these last 30 days. And I'm telling you, you're going to see the benefits to all the hard work that you've been doing. So use that opportunity to see, where do I need to readjust or to review. So just a brief recap of these last 30 days. We kind of talked about some of these already, where you're going to make necessary adjustments. Remember, consistency is key. Use your support system. If you need further assistance on how to build your support system, please feel free to contact me, Andrea C. Scott, 720-427-8901, abceducationservices@gmail.com, or you can inbox me on any of the platforms. We have LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Please feel free to just, inbox me or message me also, if you like. So the next one is the balance leads to abundance. So we want to make sure that as you are working to accomplish this goal, your dream, this project, remember, your balance leads to abundance. So you want to try to use the support system that you have, use the resources that you have. As I said, we're here to help you, to walk alongside you, to see what that looks like, to be balanced. So you don't want anything off kill. You want to be able to see what that feels like, to continue to work towards your action steps, but have a balance with it, because with that balance it leads to abundance. So with that, your health, your emotions, your time, those kind of things, your self-care, all of those things, as we talked about in the gathering process, that are essential to having a healthy balance, is so important as you work forward accomplishing your goal. So feel free to look on our YouTube channel, look at that series. It's called The Gathering Process, and it'll take you step by step to everything that you need to know to help you see how you can implement balance within your life. I'm telling you, it'll change everything. It'll change everything. It'll change your personal life, your professional life. It'll change your relationships. And you will start seeing those little pockets. Those pockets of abundance will become more consistent and more fluid. You'll see more and more evidence of the abundance that'll be showing up in your life as you create balance. So that's very important. And then maintain your momentum, as I was talking about. Use what you already know that works for you, and see all those areas where you may have begun to start being inconsistent. Look and see where you can become more consistent in those areas. And if you need help, pull on your support system. Your support system will help you figure out, how can I do, if you need a partner, a brainstorming partner to help you say, how can I be more consistent in this? Two is better than one. It's great to get different ideas. Doesn't mean you have to use all of them, but a lot of times, I know even for myself, as I speak with my support system, because I do have one, it's very necessary to just, brainstorm. They give you more information, more tools, and maybe different perspectives that you may not have thought. That always helps. I'm telling you, it always helps gauge me, when I talk to my support system about something I'm trying to work on, and say, what are your thoughts? That helps me, even if I don't use it like word for word or apply it word for word, because you got to work what works for you, right? But it's a great filter to help you say, oh, I never thought about that before. And that'll help ignite the creativity in you when you when you get other different ideas from others, and you have an opportunity to look at things in different perspectives. So pull on your support system. That's why they're there. I'm telling you, they're waiting to hear from you. So pull on that support system. They'll help you maintain your momentum and help you fill those gaps in those areas where you were inconsistent, so you can continue, get back and reset and become more consistent. And I'm telling you, you'll see so many positive results. You will be amazed. And I wanted to talk to you about the take action. I said we'll talk a little bit about that. Now, that this take action is so important, because I'm telling you, if no matter how much planning you're doing, no matter how much preparation you're doing, refreshing, reflecting, all of those things, if you don't take action, you're in a stagnant place. We want to make sure that you're taking action. So it's important that after you plan, after you prioritize, after you reflect, and you're refreshing, and you're resting, and you're doing all these things, and you're researching, and you're using your support system to give you ideas and just give you support and encouragement, it's so important that you take action. Because if you're not taking any action, I'm telling you, it's just a dream. And we want that dream to become reality. So we want to get off of the dream boat and into action. So that's why it's so important to take action. So I wanted to share this quote, and we shared this quote in one of the days of motivating action. I believe it was in day 21 where I shared this quote, and I thought it was so powerful. I wanted to share this again. And it's from Ray Lewis, where it says, it has nothing to do with talent and everything to do with effort. So know that your effort makes a difference. You taking action and going forth, that makes all the difference in the world. Because you can have all the talent and do nothing with it, and you won't get to where you want to go. But with that effort, when you put in effort and you're believing in yourself, I'm telling you, you'll see things that you'll never thought or dreamed or imagined would happen for you. And it's not impossible. So I want you to just be encouraged. Make sure you remember, take action now. Anticipate your success. So believe that you will be successful. You got to know that. I'm anticipating something good's going to happen from this. I'm anticipating that there will be success from this action that I take. Okay? And anchor your action steps. So when you're anchoring those action steps, so those action steps that you know are critical for your plan to come to pass, you're going to anchor those. When I say anchor, that means you're going to take action, and I'm going again back to that being consistent. When you're anchoring something, that means you're consistently doing something. You're making sure that it doesn't move, and that's what consistency does. Consistency just digs that hole further and further and builds that foundation, so that action step is so anchored where you can continue to build. And that's the point. We want that foundation that you have to be so firm, so concrete, where you can be able to build it and expand on it as you know, and as you grow, and as you apply. When you anchor those action steps, that's where you can start seeing expansion. That's where you can start seeing more growth. So that's important to anchor your action steps. And then finally, always celebrate your forward movement. So no matter how big or how small, always celebrate. Any forward movement is celebration. That means that you care enough, you've invested enough in yourself and in that vision that you have to know that that forward movement is going to take me. I'm one step closer to where I am attaining to be. So that's important to remember that. And as I said, make sure that you're resting. Make sure that you're being intentional now. Be intentional about that rest. It's so important at this point. And I said, you've worked very hard these last 30 days. So this is time, giving you some things to think about until we talk again. So even though these 30 days are up, we're going to continue to keep going. That's that consistency. So you'll continue to see more things about just things that help encourage you to keep going and keep moving. And we'll continue to talk about what it means to be amazed and how to use that for your advantage, how to use those acronyms and how to apply them in every area of your plan, even your personal life. To apply that acronym, and you'll see so many results. You'll just be like, I can't believe this. So you got to know, be patient, because hard work does pay off. Reward yourself. Take those opportunities to reward yourself. Do something good for you to celebrate what you're doing. Okay? I want you to be brave, be courageous, because it takes, I'm telling you, it takes someone brave and courageous to go forth and do something you've never done before. Take someone brave and courageous to continue to work at a goal until you see it come to pass. So I'm so glad that you joined us with this 30-day challenge. Please share this with someone. There's someone that you know that'll benefit from this information, or you just want to share it because this was so, this encouraged you so much. please feel free to do so. Know that we are here to encourage you, to help support you, and walk alongside you to see that dream, that plan come to pass. So just know that the world is anxiously awaiting to see that goal, to see that plan come to pass. It's not impossible. We believe in you. Believe in yourself and watch your dream become a reality. Until next time, have a wonderful and an amazing day.